Mike, check 1 2 1 2. It looks like it's plugged in. Do you want to hold on? Hold the phone. Hold on.
You got this, babe.
This is Winnie the Pooh, by the way. Her name's Winifred. Hi, Winnie.
Every province is different.
Right.
Yeah. So through this, we've actually met a lovely... I know, right?
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
She's so
I'm
adorable.
going to put her away
Okay.
so we can finish this conversation.
But she's so cute.
I know she's oh, okay. All right, we need a poo. Go see your poo. I think that's a successful mic check. Let's play it back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just scoochy. We're snugging on the couch.
Yep.
I'm
Snug
gonna
like
tuck
a
in. Snug like, look at my pillow, by the way. These two gifted it to me. Dogs have a special spot in your hearts.
Yeah.
I guess before we jump into it, on this episode of The Tiffany Show, we're hanging out in my living room.
Yes.
Very comfortable.
With Payge Creasy and Tiffany Creasy. We are talking today about Paws for Payge. For those of you that don't know, tell us the story. Paws for Payge, what is it? What are we trying to accomplish?
I want to help other people because getting a service dog isn't easy and it's also very expensive. I deal with a lot of mental issues and I'm in the works of getting a service dog. But before I was even in the works of it, I knew it was extremely complicated. I wanted to do this fundraiser, a non-for-profit that would help. It would be I can get mine and then any other money we have left over is all going to go to families and a non-profit, stuff like that.
And to have all of these hoops that you're jumping through, so you were going through this process.
Yes.
There's all of these hoops that you have to jump through. So is that when you were like, you know what? Once we secure Kyle, which is the dog that they're going for, the next phase of Paws for Payge is to get a little fund together and start passing it on to other families that need dogs.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people out there that need service dogs for physical, mental, both. There's people that need them, and sadly, even though they're labeled as medical equipment, they aren't.
And there's
medical equipment.
But there's no way that you can get
so the hospital, you can get a note from your doctor saying, yes, you qualify for one, but they're not going to do anything to help you get one. And then even to get, to know a good trainer, because you have to have a certain certificate to get one.
Right.
Because there's no bill passed or law in Ontario or from what I've known Canada.
So when you were so kind to really blast out the GoFundMe page, right, that we were first having for Payge to try to reach the goal that we need to, this amazing girl, Lexi, reached out to me, and she and her mom and a couple other people are trying to put together a non-profit.
Right.
And I know. So this is where we get to. So we're kind of cheating a little. While we're getting non-for-profit going, we're doing this Paws for Payge Foundation, which will help us and allow us to raise money to help out other people.
Right.
And then once we get the non-profit going, then we're rolling Paws with Payge into it. So in that way, it will all stay together. And the best thing is that we've been able to get some costs covered, which has been amazing. So with this fundraiser, the rest of the money that we need for Payge to obtain Kyle, we have decided there's a girl named Rachel, and she is absolutely amazing, and she needs a service dog because he's doing it a little differently. So Paige's trainer is housing the dog,
right,
and doing training. Then we take Payge there to do training with Kyle. Then we will receive the dog.
Amazing.
Where Rachel's doing it in a different way, which I think a lot more people might know of, where they have the dog and go through the training process.
Right.
Rachel still needs some funding to help out with that training because it's so expensive. It's painful.
We're not just talking about the fee for the service dog. It's also the training.
The
for
training,
the service dog.
and then in our case,
Yeah.
and then in our case, because the person, our trainer, is housing the dog, it's the training, it's the hospitality, the food,
boarding, right?
All the labor that she does going into it, because taking care of a dog isn't easy.
Now, I'm going to say, I completely understand and know why these dogs cost a lot. There's so much time that goes into it.
Oh, gosh,
You know, you can't just do a month of training. It is very worth the money. However, the issue is there's no help. There's very little help with funding, I should say. Very little help.
That's what the need is to get other support systems in place, to get people grants, get funding.
Yeah. And one thing we learned, too, through this process is Ontario does not have... Yeah, get comfy.
No, I'm just hanging out. I'm gonna put my feet on Tiffany too. Hey, Mom.
Yeah. So there's no laws in Ontario. BC has amazing laws, but there's no laws. So you want to be careful if you do need a service dog as well, that your trainer actually knows what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And that you don't get scammed. If you don't know where to turn, you don't know where to go. And we want you to reach out. If you don't know where to go and you don't know where to turn, we want you to reach out. And between myself and Lexi, we're going to help you. Like, we want to help people. That's why Lexi, too, was so amazing that she reached out.
Wow, yeah.
Because... I love, she is actually a dog trainer as well. So she was like willing to jump in.
Shout out to you, Lexi.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to you.
And you know what? She has a service dog herself and she's gone through a lot of issues.
Right.
And to see her being so independent and to see her navigating through life, that's what I can only hope for with my daughter.
Yeah. Significant.
Yes.
The impact that these relationships have on quality of life.
And see, too, service dogs, for those who are trying to understand, service dogs are tasked to one person.
Yes.
Therapy dogs are those dogs that go into the hospital and retirement homes, nursing homes that are not tasked to one person, but they're tasked to be that dependent, right?
Right.
So they sit there and be that emotional support, right?
We're looking at a service dog specifically.
Yes.
So it is the more hoops, right?
Yes.
Because there's more hoops when it comes to service over therapy.
There's applications you got to go through, get a doctor's note. And for those of you suffering with PTSD, there's huge results with having a service dog and bringing a service dog into Paige's life when she's 16. Right now, she's not independent.
Right.
And we don't know what the future holds for her, what might come of her independent adulthood. And this service dog here can help her go to the store. It can help her with navigating through, making sure the meals and her heart rate and all the stuff that we've been going through.
Yeah.
This is going to help her.
Yeah, I mean, they train service dogs to detect diabetes when your blood sugar drops. Like, there are just so many. It's on, the physical and the mental, the invisible. So to bring this all back around, when we're talking about service dogs, we're talking about getting Kyle locked in with Paige, but it doesn't end there. We're looking to pass this on for the next person, This is just begun. So
this is just the beginning, and the main focus is to help other people, but to start that, I have to know what I'm doing too. Like
a lot of innovation, a lot of growth, a lot of businesses, a lot of not-for-profits start for that reason. It's a personal, something close to you.
Yeah.
This is part of your journey, and you want to make it easier for others down the line. And that's what Paws for Paige is all about. Now, to the event. We are having an event. Look, I keep holding my little Mira pillow. For those of you that know, I lost my Mira a few weeks ago. That other little dog we brought in is my new little Winnie the Pooh. All of that aside, enough about me. On October 28th. October 28th is a Saturday at Erben in downtown. Belinda has hooked you up with the space. Shout out to Erben. They have a whole restaurant there.
It's honestly very pretty there. I like it. It's like retro and it's like very, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like the 2000s and it's very my style.
The 2000s, I love it.
I am not offended. Just kidding. Belinda is amazing.
Oh, she's absolutely amazing.
Her French fries are delicious, and she's been trying to bring people in to do community events like Paws for Paige. I know there's a few other, I know Peterborough's Got Talent did their event out of there as well. Yeah. But Saturday the 28th, how much are tickets?
So tickets are 1 ticket for $10 or 2 for $15.
Oh, geez. Oh my God. You might as well get 2 for $15.
Right? Obviously. And did you hear the biggest news? Who's our MC?
Oh, I was like, oh my God, I did not get the news. Yes.
The news is you. The news is you.
You're the news.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Tiffany Show.
The Tiffany's. 2 Tiffany's and a Page.
Yeah.
Turn the page between 2 Tiffany's.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I am emceeing that event. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely pumped about it. So get your tickets, 2 for $15. You might as well just get 2. That's what we're promoting. 2 for $15.
yeah.
And all ages.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
ages. It's from
And
1 to
dress
4.
up.
Oh, okay. So we're dressing up Halloween costumes.
Feel free to dress up.
It's a Halloween theme.
Yeah.
It's Halloween themed. Dress up.
Because last year, unfortunately, Paige missed her Halloween because she was in the hospital then. So we are like pulling out all the stops. We're
Yeah,
doing
like
this.
I have this event, so it's gonna be all Halloween. So I'm gonna be having 2 costumes this year. I'm going all
I
out
love
this
that.
year. So also for this event, I'm gonna go all out because it's also Halloween themed.
Done.
Yes.
So what's happening at the event?
So at the event, we have been working really hard, and thank you to so many different businesses within the community who have joined on as sponsors and given prize donations. And we have a couple big prizes. Pam Van Ness for coaching.
Pamela Van Ness. I love it. Shout
Yes.
out to you, Pam.
Yes, and she's given some coaching sessions. That's
Oh,
part of our
wow.
silent auction. Value of $400.
Wow.
Right there.
Significant. She is an amazing coach. I don't know if anybody has that mindset.
Yes.
I thoroughly enjoy my time with Pamela Van Ness. So
I have my time that's going to be coming up in November with her. Looking forward to it.
Excellent.
And then Paige has someone to talk to on another sponsorship.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so once that gets kind of released out a bit, then we'll let you know. So
Right.
you got to make sure you're following the event.
Okay.
And then you'll find out all the details. But we do have 4 Pete's tickets. Thank you to Westmount Pharmacy. Holly, you're the best.
I love Westmount.
I know. And then we have a couple stops to make because we have a couple prizes to pick up from Morello's Independent, from Grady's.
Ooh, from
Good.
Grady's.
Yes.
What? Grady's Feed
Yeah.
Essentials.
Yeah. And
Plug
then
for you, Kelly
Right.
and Tony.
And then we also got to stop off at the Boardwalk.
Oh, Boardwalk Board Game
Yes.
Lounge. They're a competitor
Yes.
for Mac and Cheese Fest this year in the downtown.
Ooh.
Yeah, so good. Okay, oh my God, I'm getting off track. So Saturday the 28th, we have a ton of door prizes. It
Yes.
is a Halloween party.
Yeah. We're going to have a couple games for you. And then a 50-50. And we're also going to have treats for the little ones because it is Halloween,
Oh, I
right?
love
So bring your
that.
little ones out too.
Yes.
And feel free to drop in because no matter what you put your name on or any prizes, we're going to be able to contact you.
And we'll make it easy for you.
we want to make it easy for you.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Squeezy.
If we want to buy these tickets, where do I buy them?
So you can just, if we follow the event, which we'll put on
I will
here,
link it, yeah.
and then you can message us, or you could even buy them at the door. That's fine too. So
Perfect.
if you just want to come out and buy them at the door, or you could always come in and see me at Rickard.
I recommend the door because then we'll have a nice big lineup.
Yeah. I love
I'm
it.
always
you
like,
do you.
e-transfer. Get the money
Yeah,
in
you
the
do
bank.
you.
Yeah. But you do you, Boo. So,
Oh my goodness.
Paws for Payge,
Yeah.
Creasy. Thank you for the service for the community, for individuals, for honestly Canada, Ontario. Like we said in the beginning, this is just getting started. This is build. This is really what a grassroots initiative looks like at removing barriers for service dogs to get those dogs in the right homes to support individuals in their
and
lives.
at the end, like what I hope when I'm done with this fundraiser is that there is a bill passed in Ontario, honestly, of Canada, because that's a very big priority. They want to label them as medical equipment, then treat them like it, because you're putting all this money, all this time making them a working dog where they could be a home dog.
Yeah.
But you're making them a working dog because some people need it, and also sometimes it's also good for them, but let's treat them how they should be treated and not just be like, okay, well, willy-nilly and stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
Let's get these laws in place so in that way when you do see a service dog, you know.
Paws for Payge.
Yeah.
And one thing about when you see a service dog, do not pet it. Do not distract the dog, because if you see a dog in a vest with black strips that say service dog, do not pet. They are working and helping the other person, and that will distract them and disrupt their training and learning.
Oh, I want to throw out, one more thing. If you do see a service dog with a vest without its owner, it means the owner's in distress. Follow the dog.
Yes.
The dog will take you back to its owner. That is the biggest thing. The biggest thing you need to remember as well, because at least if the worker's there, the patient or Paige is there with her service dog, she can say, please don't pet. But if you see a service dog with a service dog vest on without the owner, there's distress, there need help immediately.
So go to that dog, even if you're like, oh, well, I don't know where the owner is. Do not matter, even if
the dog will take you.
It will take you. You follow that dog, and you will potentially probably save someone's life.
You know, I honestly never thought about that. So I'm really glad that you said that. That if you would encounter a dog in a service vest with no human partner, to follow that dog.
Yes.
And yes, I agree. We all know dogs are cute. We want to pet them. We want to kiss them always. But not the service dog ones.
Yep.
They're working. They're working hard. Be good to those dogs. And the way that we are good to them on the outside is to let them do their thing. Don't even give them googly eyes. I actually have to I turn my head because I have no self-control. And I know how important it is. So I just turn my head and I mind my business and I ignore the dog. And dogs are adorable. Go find one that doesn't have a vest on.
Yes.
Also, on that note, like Bob Barker, go get your animals spayed and neutered. Yes. Get them their shots, all that good stuff. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Tiffany Show. Anything you want to leave us with before we go today?
I've already kind of covered this, but really try not to bring your dogs that are not service dogs to non-pet friendly areas, because that can cause a very big and expensive accident with the service dog. Your dog can react. It's a whole mess, even though you don't think it can. Sometimes stuff happens out of your control. So just keep your pet at home.
I just want to say, honestly, the fundraiser, it's going to be a great time. We really hope people come out, even if it's for 10 minutes.
Or 5 minutes.
Yeah, just come on out and just see what we have. And then if you have any questions, we will be there. Lexi's going to be there, which we're super excited about. And we're going to, anything that starts coming up in the next few days, we're going to have a little bit more surprise that we're going to be leaking out. So make sure that you like the event.
Yeah. Excellent. Like the event. I'll link it above. Paws for Payge. Thank you for spreading this message. It's an incredibly important one that does not get talked about enough. That's right. This has been the Tiffany Show. I will see you on the 28th. And what's the event called?
Halloween Fundraiser.
Whatever.
Very basic.
That's right. You know what? Yeah, that's right.
I'm not normally basic, but we're going to go with that today.
We're going to keep it simple with all the messages that we had today. Halloween Fundraiser, Saturday the 28th. Get your tickets, 2 for $15. There'll be prizes. There'll be games. It'll be a blast. There'll be music. Absolutely. Join us Saturday the 28th. What a better way to spend a Saturday. I know, 1 till 4 in the afternoon. Come, go for dinner, go out for the night. Makes for a perfect day. This has been The Tiffany Show. Be kind, all that good stuff.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Looky. Oh, The Tiffany Show? Victoria Wellness Spa. I'll be here next week shooting an episode, so stay tuned.